lakes of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Washington Huskies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wolverines offense will have the ball first. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
You know, as I look at this team now, as we kind of gear ahead, David, and look forward to the college football playoff, I think this team has a chance. And the reason why is because of their offensive line and their ability to run the football. They can line up against top defenses in the country with the best players. And they can run the football, and they can get it done and out-physical people, and that's a huge key for them. It's such an advantage on offense when it all starts up front with the 5 guys like they have.
Especially when it gets later in the season, the games get harder, you get banged up, the weather changes, the physicality travels. On the road, at home, if you can run the football, if you can dominate up front, you got a chance to win the whole thing.
He's past the marker. Could be an alley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Motion from the back. Fresh setter downs going to the air. He's got his man across the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to go up top on second down. Back's got it on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Hits inside. It's Davidson. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Burrowing for yardage. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And
got enough space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Out wide right, it's Glover. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. looking for room straight ahead. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Using his feet, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
The Huskies offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Dash Beerley, last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Defense in press coverage. Press set of downs going up top. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Lost to throw on first. Gonna take a shot. Goes high to pull it in. Lowers those pads. Have the seam on the left. Touchdown, Huskies. Thrown into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped him.
And right down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Glover. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Quarterback changing the play. The give on the counter. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down. 4th down coming. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. This is a designed run across the 45. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Coleman. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Line getting set on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, going to throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. All the way back to the 15. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much love and support down here right now as their running back just made history. The all-time national leader for most rushing yards in his career. And guys are soaking it up. He is so well respected and so well liked on this team. You can see the love and support. Let's see if it carries over into this next possession. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away. He's able to make a big-time stop.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Found some room, but needed a little bit more. Had to get it to the 40 for the first down, and now it's 4th and short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Calls his own number. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football, try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the... and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. From the gun, it's Clark. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Gonna take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Setting up the screen. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. They're all over him. Found the spot in the defense. Touchdown, Washington. A great catch and run for 6.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. It's a running room. The 40, the 30, past the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he added the extra point. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Knocked down in the backfield. It's fourth down, and the defense does have a timeout to use. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They kick it away on fourth down. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're looking for an advantage to the right. At the 20, he's got space. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They think there's room to run to the right here. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going to the running game. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On the run, it's Davidson. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Now he's looking to throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Second down now after the sack. Drag down.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Got a little space. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal. Missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Finds the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Coleman. Stop right there.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete and quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on it. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Motion from the wideout. Quick handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. He's already busted 150 yards on the ground. Couple of big runs, and he might take aim at the Michigan record set by Ron Johnson of a cool 347 on the ground.
Wow, well, that's aggressive, Reese. That's a little ways down the road probably, but that just shows you how well they commit to the run game. Year after year, if you're a Michigan Wolverine, you're going to run the football. So, heck, it's no different when you got this guy in the backfield. I'm going to keep feeding him.
Snags it. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The give. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And here comes the offense on second down. Quick give. It's Clark. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought,
look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
this offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Look out. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 2nd and long here. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Coleman. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. Washington wants to go quickly. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
There he goes! Past the 20. He is in! Touchdown, Wolverines! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short.
129, 129. Let it go.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.